the main actors in the Banishment, a film that lasts 2.5 hours with a beautiful filming, beautiful cinematography of Mikhail Prishman, vast plains with waves like the sea, golden waves. And this is where the family house, Alex and Vera's family house, is located. Obviously, this film has brought them together. A very powerful story, the story of a father who finds himself in the situation where his wife tells him that the child she bears is not his.
Voilà un protocole un peu plus particulier. Comment faire bouger?
And this is a rather special protocol, how to make the photographers move, and that's because Maria Bonnevie is being photographed by the director of the film. So we have Maria Bonnevie, who is here. Thank you for being with us. Konstantin Lavronenko, who is also here. Thank you. And Andrei Zvyagintsev. And after the success of The Return, how was the idea of this film? How did it come to you? It was very easy. It's an idea that came to me. Why that idea? I don't like that question because I can't answer it. You look for inspiration and one day it comes. You don't know where it comes from. It came from somewhere, but you don't want to know where. It's like a dream. It comes from somewhere. I know Andrei didn't want me to play the role at first. He didn't want to have the same actor as in the previous film. But I knew, I was certain I would be in the film, so I had to prove it to him, and I was able to do so. It wasn't that easy, but I succeeded. And it has nothing to do with our friendship. I was on a par with all the other actors, and he chose me not as a friend, but as an actor.
I had seen The Return, his first movie, and I really loved it. It touched me a lot. So when I saw Andrei on this party, I was very happy. And we started to talk, and asked me if I ever came to Russia, if I wanted to do an audition for him. And I said, yes, of course, I would love to. Yeah. And then after some months they called me and asked if I would like to come to Moscow. And that was very exciting. And I think it's been one of the best times in my life.
It wasn't too difficult to have these dialogues in Russian? Isn't there a barrier between you and Konstantin?
Yes, I had a translator all the time, so I could never actually talk so much alone with Konstantin or Andrei. But I think we found out our own language. And we used our body a lot to express things, and they are actually very good in English, most of them, so we can talk a lot together. But of course it was hard for me with the Russian lines, so I rehearsed for a long time. But I think Russian is so beautiful, so I felt a little bit special when I talked it. So I really like Andrei's wisdom not to compromise. And I think that's his loving side too.
C'est une jolie phrase. Ne pas chercher de
wonderful words. Not willing to compromise. Does that correspond to you?
Si Maria le dit,
if Maria says so, it must be the truth.